Boom. How you doing? I had to put something in there. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Excuse me. Excuse me. Gotta clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. God damn. All right. First, I want to hit up Scott X from the Philippines. God bless you, bro. You and your family. How you doing? Hope everybody's good. Laurel Lee. This is not going to be one of those shows, but you're welcome to come in. And it would be nice for your feedback if you have the time, because this is going to be one of those wannabe father freaking episodes. I love the wannabe fathers. But yeah, to each his own. But you're welcome to come in, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, and enjoy. And if anybody else got Stank's friggin' number, head over to Stank's friggin' channel. Tell him, yo, Nico's on you, bro. Nico's on you. That's good, because it's all about Stank and his wannabe life that he thinks he has. So we're gonna crush this thing down a little bit. And I heard something today. It is probably old. Hell yeah, Laurel's 100% thumbs down. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I love it, because I still gonna be here no matter what. Even if you gave me the thumbs down, I ain't gonna hate you. I'm gonna love you, because it's what you wanted. So I'm gonna break this down. It could be an old video. It could be a new video. All right, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. One of the things that I take, I'll text her now. She's got it. Okay. Let me know. I'm doing a live show, but you're welcome to let me know. I'll see the message. I'm working some details in the background. My daughters are working on a birthday party, and of course, I'm doing the deposits and everything, because that's what real fathers do. Real fathers are fathers from the moment the children are born until the children are not or no longer in their life, because they have grown to build their own relationship, not because they were forced, because of negligency on the father or mother side. And I can only speak from the father side, because I'm a father. And I have dropped the ball in many aspects, but I'm still there for my children regardless. So let's not waste any time, because it's already been, and I'm not in a hurry. I'm just saying it's already been. We can talk a little bit more. I'm saying about it's been 3.5 minutes. So those that know any information, thank you, Lauralee. I really try. I am far from perfect. You know me. But one thing that I have never done is bag talk my daughters, like talk shit about them. But we're gonna get to that point, Lauralee. You might want to you might want to stay for a little bit if you have the time and listen to this fucking cuck. This guy that he calls himself father of the fucking year. He does a little help. No comparison. The only reason he got custody of his daughter was because his wife was banging a guy that was probably, if not probably, she was banging him, so he was way better than he was. And the reason the daughter probably didn't see eye to eye to him was because he saw a father in someone else that he didn't see in him, because he was no fucking father. Hello, Chasing Tails. So let's begin. I'm going to try this. This is Stank's version of being an all fucking great father, and I'm going to break this shit down. And you can disagree with me, whatever, but when you disagree with me and leave a comment in the comment section, make sure it's a compatible fucking disagreement, because I can sit there and say I don't agree, but I'm going to break this shit down. Ready? Here we go. We're going to start off with this leisure of a conversation. Let's go. When you have to come on every day there, Stank, you come on every day because you want it, because it's all you fucking have. You don't have a wife because you found somebody better. You don't have a daughter because you found a better person, better partner, better father, better example than what you were. And you don't have anybody else because half of them are fucking dead, or they don't want nothing to do with you. So let's not say that you come on YouTube to talk about something because you feel the need to verify and clarify yourself for shit that nobody gives a flying fuck about. So you're on here because you want to be. Don't use your daughter. Don't use anything. It's because you have fucking nothing left and you feel the need to have to explain yourself and justify another fucking video. We'll go with that. All right, here we go. You're exposing of what nobody really cares about your life. The only reason you're relevant is because you hear people say shit and you make yourself relevant. So if they talk about you, you feel relevant. So continue. Let's hear more of the bullshit. What do you mean what kid? You talk about more about your caretaker's kid than you do about your own. And then when you talk about your kid, all you do is downgrade her. That's not what a fucking father does. But we'll continue. I got more to say, trust me. She's not watching your fucking shows. Trust me, she's living her life because when you stop being a good dad, she found somebody that could take your fucking position. Trust me, there is no fucking worrying about if you are a great fucking father and sitting here and I saw this on Replay's channel because you're not worth the effort to go over to your channel because I don't care about your fucking channel and many don't. The only ones that do are the ones that come looking to see how they can antagonize you so you can look relevant. So I saw this on replay and I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way I can't take advantage of this shit. Uh, and the thing is, thank you, Paige. Thank you. And Paige, let me tell you, I will be honest, Paige, Chasing Tail, and Scott and Laura Lee. I am far from perfect. But one thing that I don't do is I would never pretend to be a good father, downgrading and talking shit and looking down at my child on fucking YouTube. He doesn't talk about his fucking caretaker. He talks about his caretaker's daughter and how you don't know what the fuck your caretaker's daughter's doing. You don't know what, because we're going to continue with this. I love this. I love the fact that he can degrade his daughter because he's the greatest father. And the reason he got custody, the reason you got custody is because your wife was banging a dude and you were more fit because she was out there banging him, probably was found to be not a good parent because she was out there fucking somebody and you were sitting at home and then you walk in on him and say, Dan, you're doing a better job than me. So I better walk out and get custody. Dude, your daughter was better off with her mother. I'm going to tell you that right now. But we'll continue. We'll continue. Let me tell you something. If you drop dead or not, she probably wouldn't lose any sleep. You'd probably be she would probably be better off like you were with your brother, because half the reason you got the money to buy your caretaker and yourself a house that you still complain about is the fact that he died and you got access to all the funds because you couldn't have gotten either way because it wasn't your house. It was your brother's house. You know what I mean? So let's just continue because you act like she's sitting there waiting for you to die. Dude, if I was your daughter, I'd be waiting for you to die just to see what you left behind. And if you left nothing, she probably, and I'm sure she probably wouldn't lose any fucking sleep over it. And let me tell you, there's nothing's going to happen to Shaw. Stop talking your shit. Stop acting like anything's going to happen. You have already been found guilty. It's already been judged that you are undesirable. Okay. And you can't go back and say, I got money. Let's see if I can change that shit. No, no, no. You know it's there because you're not talking about it. Because if you were so convinced, you would be talking about it. So, well, we'll continue because this is about your daughter, father of the fucking year award that you supposedly want or supposedly think you have. We'll continue. Oh, well, let me check this out. It's sick when your child wants a relationship, not physically. How the fuck else is she gonna have it? How is she else gonna have it? She hasn't had you in her life. So and it's okay for you to sit here and trash your daughter. See what I'm saying? that doesn't give you Father of the Year award. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue. I'm gonna trash my daughter, but she wants a relationship, but not like this and not like that. So, well, let's continue. Bro, nobody gives a flying fuck if you're alive or not. I wouldn't even have known if you're alive or dead, which I wish you dead. I wish you on a fucking slab because people like you and women like you, not just you. Women or men like you just fucking deserve to fucking not even breathe the fucking air. Toxicity that you all spread is fucking ridiculous. Trust me, your daughter's not sitting there waiting to see if you were alive or dead on your show. Trust me, it just sounds good when you say it, right? To you, right? All right, we'll continue. Oh, Mr. Father of the Year. Mr. I got custody and I did all I could for my daughter, but she doesn't make an effort. I wonder why. I wonder why. Because the Father of the Year is on YouTube, just fucking blabbing shit about his fucking daughter, trying to act like, yeah, this is the reason why I'm the best fucking father in the world. We'll continue. I'll digress. You did such a great fucking job, right? But I'm going to show you something, Stank, something that I usually don't do. But give me 1 second. Hey, Charlie Brown. Dasani, come here for a second. I'm going to show you something, Stank. My daughter heard me talking to her, and she's like, who the hell is that guy talking about? And I let her know what you're talking about. And I said, I can't wait to have you quickly on my show. Dasani, when you heard me hearing, listen to this. I want you to hear it. I don't want you to think, guys, I'm not coaxing anybody. Ready? Yeah, listen. You see how he goes to family members. First, it was his daughter. Now it's family members. It's different when it's your child or your brother or your sister. But I'll digress. Listen to this. I'll let Dasani answer when she listens to the part, and she'll pick it right up. Now, hold on. I got 2 questions. I'm gonna let you answer because she's laughing over here. So my first question, I don't even have 2. I got 1. Okay. A responsible father that has tried to do the best he could for good or for bad, and didn't have the best or the worst or anything outcome, but he did the best he could. Do you think that kind of father or mother would be on YouTube talking like that and degrading his child, his or her son or her daughter? No. No. Now you're laughing because why?
Because it just sounds like really manipulative. Like he's like backhanding her, saying like, I did this for you, and you're only watching.
Like because he expects recognition.
Well, that and like for somebody who doesn't have a relationship with their daughter, of that's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, why wouldn't you think your daughter is watching you? You know what I mean? I mean, he's saying she is, but why would that be such a bad thing? Like, she cares enough to sit there and make sure that you're breathing, you're alive. Of course, she's not going to talk to you.
So you see it as a positive?
Yeah, I see it as a positive because she's sitting.
So you would think he should be happy that she's doing that?
I think so. I mean, if she's, like family sometimes are like,
they could be toxic.
Oh, my dad, like,
fuck, he pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, so mad, but She watches him for a reason. She doesn't watch his. She doesn't. I mean, again, I don't know what kind of person she is. I would hope she would watch him for a reason to make sure he's alive because that's her dad.
I think she's watching to see if he's alive, to see what he leaves behind with money.
Well, I was.
He should just fucking die. So, but that's me. No. Yeah. Well, give me a few minutes of your time, and here we go. Ready? Okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just like confused. Like, yeah, you're a fucking parent.
You're a fucking parent. Yeah.
You lose everything.
Yeah, you fucking. That's a choice. You don't fucking brag about it on fucking line and say you don't understand what I lost. What do you mean what you fucking lost, Stank? You lost it. You lost your wife to another dude. You lost your child because you weren't good enough to be a father. And then you sit here on fucking YouTube saying you. It gets better. Listen. Before I even say anything, listen. Ready? But go ahead. Say good, because that's what you're a fucking supposed to do as a fucking parent. You cuck. Listen, stop acting like you need fucking recognition for fucking shit you're supposed to fucking do. You're so busy trying to explain yourself. Not that anybody gives a fuck. It's that if anybody gets under your skin, you feel the need to fucking explain yourself. You're not fucking. I am not father of the year, but you know who is still around me? My fucking daughters. And I don't sit there and say, well, you're around me because it. But let's digress and continue to listen. So he was the knight in shining armor that she did not need rescuing, but he felt the need to feel empowered and say, hey, I'm there and I'm going to be there for you, but you got to make sure that you know everybody know. Get the fuck out of here. But it gets better. Listen. I'm listening. No, she doesn't remember anything good that you have done for her. Every fucking parent does that. Well, you know, when they divorce, he got a cake. He got a cake and it says, my special girl. First of all, a divorce is traumatic for a child. Who gets fucking a cake? Like, why would you get at her birthday? At her birthday. Yeah. It was her birthday. Oh, was it a birthday? Yeah. Okay. My little girl. Let me tell you something. Kids remember their Stank. Kids fucking remember. Because the way he worded it, it sounded like he said he got a cake for the divorce. That would probably be a celebration because everybody would be fucking happy. Divorces are traumatic for people. Like, I don't think a cake is good. Oh, it only gets better. Watch. No, is a birthday. After the divorce, it was a birthday. Okay. Yeah. That's what fucking kids do, dude. You're still there unconditionally. I was gonna say that, and like, what did you do to have her to feel that way? Hey, wait. Say that again. What did you do to have her feel that way? No, but he's perfect. Well, yeah. Remember it. No, but he, in his mind, he's fucking perfect. You know what did? I mean, God forbid she's actually just somebody who's. You know what? The way I look at it is, I'm glad because she probably is a lot happier. Because there's a reason why a daughter doesn't talk to her father. Yeah. Now, let me ask you, if there was one shitty, hey, listen, Stank, listen very closely, just in case you say Nico's kind of making it and coaxing her. No. if there was one shitty fucking thing that you can say that I did on live show right now in live and says, you know what, Dad, I wish you didn't have done this, what would it have been?
About me?
About me.
About you.
What did I do to make me the shittiest fucking father at a moment?
Well, then if you had, then it would be about me because you
No.
do something for me.
I did something. I did something to make you feel like I'm the shittiest fucking father.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe show my face once, but
yeah.
Yeah, fuck you for that.
No. But I'm not perfect, right?
No, yeah. I mean, you don't.
But I have never done anything for you to ever
kind of
feel.
No.
So if I can tell you, it's okay. You can say it right now and say, pick something in your life that you feel like, Dad, you were the shittiest fucking father. I swear.
Honestly, no, actually, no. I can't think of anything. I was gonna say like,
even if it's minute.
I can't really think of anything like really, really shitty. You know what I mean?
It's just, do you think it would have been normal?
I mean, like things that Dad do, like, you know what I mean, like
so it would be
from your boyfriend, or
okay,
and you're like, oh, Dad, fuck you, like, why would you do that?
Now that's another question. Watch what he says about the boyfriend. Do you feel that I gave you advice and I judged you on your boyfriend, or did I say, hey, do what you think is best, and if the outcome isn't what you, I don't judge.
Tell the truth.
Okay.
You're like, you pick a fucking losers.
Now would I disown you because you didn't do what I told you? You fucked up because I gave you.
But you tell us we fucked up.
Okay.
Like, you fucked up.
But I love you unconditionally, right? Like, that's what fathers do. Exactly. You hear that fucking stank? Oh, watch what he says next. No, you don't kick dirt back. Just get on YouTube.
You know how many times like I like fucking made you feel like shit? Yeah. Like I get like we're kids. Like, and I mean even as adults, like we do like horrible shit to our dad. I mean, not like shitty shit, but like, you know, we're dickheads. I mean, he's a man, we're girls, you know what I mean? So we have different mental like understanding than he does. So it's like, you know, where, you know, you're a man, we're women, so there's just things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It only gets better. Ready? Watch. No, it don't. Because you've been doing it for 10 years. You've been giving advice to the caretaker in the family, and you haven't gotten tired of that shit. Why would you get tired of the fucking daughter doing it? That's what fucking kids do there, Stank.
It's annoying, but it's not like,
yeah,
get the fuck out of my face worthy.
Good.
Like, people ask for opinion, but you also need to know that, like, these people are not going to take your opinion. You could give your opinion, but you feeling like
would you give up? Would you give up if it falls on?
No, because they're asking you for an opinion, but you're not going to, like, you going in with the mental that, hey, you have to take this opinion that you are asking for me. They're just asking you different options. They might not see what you will see. So they ask you, hey, do you see what I'm seeing? And if you see other angles and perspectives, they ask you for it. But that doesn't mean they have to take your angle.
But you as a parent would never give up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't think it's a shamble that you're putting your daughter's life out there on fucking YouTube because you feel the need to explain yourself to people and feel the need that you have to justify yourself to fucking people that they don't know you? And that's justifiable to say, I'm a great fucking dad, so I'll put my fucking daughter's shit out there. See, I'll do it this way so you know there's a way of doing it. It is not a way. But we'll continue. No, you're there in that country because you can't make it in the U.S. anymore. Let's get that shit clear. Don't blame because I couldn't be a parent because you couldn't make it here any longer. Without your brother being alive and you got the rental and them feeding you money, you couldn't get shit. But we'll continue. We got a few minutes before I put the link out there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to want to control it. You should know as a parent that you can't control it. You just guide it and hope that it goes in the right path that you feel it would be better than worse. But you is all about control. Remember that? We'll continue. No, your life is no longer. Your children are your life. You may see it that way different because that's what you want to believe. But when you have children, you're supposed to live a life. But your children also become a priority in your life always. I will always put my life second to anything for my children. Now, if it's abusive, it's different. But you're talking like, hey, I would never, that's what, but later on you'll say, hey, that's not what I meant, but that's what you should have said, like I am right now. If it's abusive, I don't fucking, I know my kids can do their own shit. But you, no, it's about, I don't want to do this. I want to go here and there. I don't want to, your shit's not as important as mine. It should be relevant because there's a reason why she's kicking it in your face. Your daughter doesn't just wake up.
It is relevant.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's relevant enough for him to mention it on YouTube. See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't call him out on this shit. And later on, he'll be like, well, it's because, no, there's no fucking reason there, Stank. Talk about your concubine, talk about anything else, talk about what anybody else says. But your kids should be sacred. But you know what? You care more about the concubine's kids that are not yours than you do about your own. But we'll continue. You didn't do your job. You did a job and you failed at that job. There's no love there. If there was love there, you'd be talking to her and not talking about her on YouTube. I would love for you to just die and not ever talk to her because she'd be doing so much better than having you fucking talking shit about her on fucking YouTube. She doesn't have to live with it. She's living comfortably. You're living rent free in her brain. She's thinking about, damn, I'm feeling good. And you are the one stressing it because you don't see her on fucking live talking about nothing about you, bro. You should practice what you preach there, Stank. Self-examine yourself and what the fuck you're doing and what you're talking about. Trust me, you are the last person anybody really thinks about, talks about, but many of them will goat you in and you feel that important. But we'll continue. I can tell you your daughter will die in her time when time comes, and that's not what she'll be thinking about. Is how is my daddy feeling? Yeah, that's what parents do. You don't gloat on it, but let me excuse myself from my daughter and thank her for the time. My oldest daughter, thank you. I know I have not been the most perfect, but hearing these sad stories of men that gloat makes me feel so proud to be your father. Thank you so much. Fuck that cuck. I hope he fucking dies. I'm going to invite Popeye or anybody in the fucking chat to fucking have some fun. Fuck you, Stank. You are fucking a sad fucking excuse for a fucking father. You know it. I know it. You're better off being a fucking cuck than you are. Oh, that lost the nomad. Oh, that is lost the nomad. That's loco. That's perro. Hold on. That's perrito. Let's put that shit out there. You are Steve. I'm sorry, Steve. Chasing Tail lost the nomad.
In Frank's defense,
He bought her a cake. Yeah, in Frank's, in Stank's defense, he has bought everything else in everybody else's life. His concubine, the children, the scooter, the house, the cake.
How do you do this?
You can scroll down. Here you go. but not once has
So
he
you're
ever.
saying she's not a Patreon member? Jesus Christ.
Oh no,
Sounds like a fun divorce case.
Oh,
Whatever.
hold on, I'm dying to.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, hold on,
That's
hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
Hold on, I want to
Okay,
read.
sure.
Hold on,
Okay.
Popeye always spits the fucking truth. Hold on.
Okay.
So let's go down and see what Popeye says, because he always be throwing out there.
Love
I-
you, homie.
That's Laura Lee, and then you got Maldita in the house. Groomaguna Groom. All right,
Frank
so
says
go ahead.
says he's a healthy. Wait, whoa.
Sounds like a fun divorce cake. Just whatever the kid wants. Even my daughter was. And you got John S in the house. Every parent does whatever they can for their children to divorce a single.
You're a good dad, Nico, but a shitty person.
That's Popeye. To raise a girl is very difficult for a man. I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Water,
yeah. It is
difficult.
As a man, raising a young lady, it's so hard. Do you know how many times I used to sit on the block as a little ass girl, spreading, just to be yelled at? You're a lady, close your legs. And you would get confused because all these like guys are just sitting here doing guy things and you're like the only girl, you know?
But see, Stank only yelled at his concubine, don't spread your legs anymore. You already got 8 kids. Oh. And he never said nothing to his daughter. He's like, you do what you want, girl. I'm the best father in the world. Ahoy, Steve. How you doing? Let's see. Let's go down and see what Popeye else and see everybody else. Hello, you got Jesus Stank Talk. Yeah, I'm just having some fun there, Lost. Let me see. Nico spitting the truth. Where is it? Lost my Uncle Fatty. Been doing good fishing for cats. Well, Sweet Pea, I'm sorry that you lost a family member. I really am. God bless. I hope you can find some healing in memories. The best I can say. Words never really don't. They don't subside the pain. Lost. Can we have our opinion on the Frank is a good leader? Dude, the only thing Stank got right is being a cuck and being a simp. That's all you can ever get him right.
I was gonna say, am I still like banned from your?
No, you shouldn't be banned. You can go in there.
I'm gonna check right now.
Yeah, no, she was banned because they didn't know her name.
Yeah, I was.
So they banned the shit out of her.
I was trolling the fuck out of my dad one day.
She was trolling me, but she was like fucking around. But I knew it was her, and she was like, "Dad, somebody fucking blocked me. Who the fuck blocked you?" So. Stank is not good for anything. I know, Lost, but it's fun. See, this is the thing, Lost. I haven't done it in a while, so it's fun to get under his skin. And I can't stand, you know me, Lost. I can't stand those fathers that pretend to be like father of the fucking year, but they'll be on YouTube talking shit about their kids. It's just me. Like, does it really bother me? No, I don't know that motherfucker or his daughter. I just feel it feels good.
That's your real karma.
What is it?
So invite her to the cookout.
No, I'll invite. So you know what? Maybe we should all get together and see if she lives close to me. We should invite her to a cookout. Yeah. My daughter's like, yo, invite that girl to a cookout. See what she really got to say. Then do you like women shoes at men's sizes?
Then you do like women's.
Hell yeah. I mean, if I had that shoe, I was
going to say, I like women's shoes in men's sizes.
Yeah. See, the thing is that I have the same size of my cock, 11.
That's disgusting.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
what kind of father am I?
What kind of father are you?
I know. Talking about my fucking slang and my fucking daughter's presence. Oh, God, Sweetie, what did you do? You corrupted me. My daughter's going to disown me. And then I'm going to be on YouTube a year from now.
Is that what the lipstick's for?
Yeah.
Nasty fuck.
Yeah, nasty. And I'm going to be on YouTube a year from now, Sweetie, saying shit about my daughter because she didn't agree with me. Fuck out of here. Guys, let me see. I think I'm almost sure I'm too late. Oh, shit. He's in the back. He's going to yell at me. Watch. Everybody, I should have presented this man because there is no need to present him.
Hi, man.
Yeah, he's a man. Because if I wait any longer, he's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Here we go. Popeye one.
Isn't that like 44 in UK terms? What is this person on?
Well, hello, Nico.
Don't you love the entry? Hello.
You know where I'm your Huckleberries from?
Yeah, it's from one of a cowboy movie. No. I'm your Huckleberry. Yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
Well, I don't know, but what I do know is from Overwatch 2, the game I used to play.
Oh no, you're gay.
Yeah, probably.
You're gayer than a $2 bill. Papa, Mama needs medicine. Fucking right, I do. But Papa, I continue. I apologize.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Mm, I like that. Go ahead.
So this is the way this is the way I see it. All right. I feel really sorry for Frank. And I'll tell you why. I He has fallen into the trap that every narcissist falls into. Right? When you
Hey, Popeye,
first
I
what?
don't mean to cut you off, but listen, my daughter just heard and you were on mute. Do the thing with the hand that you just said.
I slammed my hand. I slammed my fist into my hand because you said narcissistic, and I said the same thing because before he started the live, he was playing the video, and I was like, he sounds so narcissistic. Like he sounds like a
But you don't
dickhead.
know who that guy was that I was playing, right?
No,
The guy that not Popeye, the other guy.
no.
Okay, see, Popeye, when you said that, dude, she jumped off the fucking bed and she
Uh,
pounds on her hand and she goes, that motherfucker sounded narcissistic. She was nice right now. See, thank you.
uh,
Go ahead, continue, Popeye.
but all right. So we all know he's a narcissist, okay? And when you're a father, and when that child's born, up until a certain point, you have to control every step of that child's life. Keep it safe, keep it educated, uh, everything, you know? And it's your duty because you made that child. It's your duty, period. Okay? But the narcissist, when they lose control, when the child gets older, it's like your two daughters are now adults. They're past the age of 18, right? You can't control their life anymore. You have to have something called like a relationship with your daughters. You have to have a give and take. You have to have an understanding. You have to give them advice. It doesn't matter whether they take your advice or not. You can always say, I gave you the advice. So when his daughter turned 18, he lost control of her. And when a narcissist loses control of something, they get angry, they get upset. And this is one of the symptoms of him losing control. A narcissist, when they don't have control of you, they will come out and badmouth you to everybody, plain and simple. And this is where I feel sorry for Frank because he is a narcissist. He has done this to himself. He has ruined his relationship with his daughter. And I think it's very sad. Okay. And I think, Nico, you're kind of looking at it from a normal father's point of view, which is good. But if you look at it through the narcissistic lens that is Frank, then you truly will understand it.
No, you're right. You're right. My daughter's listening to you. My daughter just went to the bathroom. She's like, I'll be right back. She goes, you know what, Dad? He's right. You're looking at it from a father that's actually been there, good or bad. But that guy's talking from an angle that, and again, I'm not speaking, again, I should have just had her say it, but she's like, he's speaking from an angle that most likely he was never there. And it just makes him sound good to say that he was there.
And so what happens to the narcissist when it comes time, for the final chapter in their life, they're gonna look for somebody to see them off. Okay. And that's why, whether anybody likes it or not, that the reformed bar girl with 8 children and a husband is his nurse too. Okay. Because he doesn't want to die alone. That is a narcissist's biggest fear, dying alone. And being a narcissist is a mental disorder. And we all know Frank has many mental disorders. That's why he takes Lexapro, benzodiazepine. He has panic attacks. He he is not mentally fit for society. Right? And I think it's really good that he left YouTube. How long it's going to last, I don't know, you know, but that is my take on it, period. And I really do. I feel bad for the guy, because, like, dude, if I wasn't in contact with my daughter, if I didn't have a good relationship with my daughter, uh, I, I, my heart will shrivel up and fucking die, you know? And
Well, I'll never understand how some of these guys they talk like I have never heard you say anything not extravagant. You're like, me and my daughter, we get along, little things. But I've never heard a man gloat on fucking Facebook, excuse me, on YouTube, and say, "Oh well, the reason you're there is I'm here, and I was the best." And I'm like, "Bro, she doesn't talk to you. What are you talking about? You like, there's nothing." And then trash her on YouTube. I mean, this could be an old video. I don't know, but I heard it today. And to sit there and say like, "Oh, and the reason I don't talk to her is because I have a life, bro. Your kid's life will owe." I have spoken to Popeye, and Popeye, like even now, his kids are older. He's like, "Yeah, I'll call you back. I got to call my daughter. I got to talk to my daughter." I was like, "Okay, bye. I'll talk to you later." He'll call me a few hours later. It's like, "Oh, hey man, I just had to touch base." Say, "Hey, you're good." I'm the same way. So how does a father come on and say, "Well, you know, I don't care anymore"? Like, hey, yeah, it's my life. Well, you're supposed to have your life, but you don't ever say anything positive. You say nothing but negative. Like, she couldn't survive without you. I think she's doing really good without you, Stank. I think she's doing really, really good. And that's what bothers you. It's the fact that you buried yourself in a fucking hole and act like everybody, dude, they don't even talk to you. They don't even talk to you in your freaking in your little section. And what you wouldn't give to have your daughter. And you know what? I would respect a man more to say my daughter doesn't speak to me, what I wouldn't give to have my daughter speak to me. Maybe I can fix what I had broken, because she didn't break it, dude. She didn't break it. It's a father, an adult's job to keep it going. And you don't ever say that. You say, I don't care. Whatever. She'll die. No, she won't. The only thing she'll be is like you did for your brother. She'll die, and then she'll get what you left behind, and then you'll do what she does. She'll sit there and say thank you and act like it's all yours, but she won't do that. You will do that, like you did to your brother. Remember, he died, you got a little money, went out and got your stuff, and then all of a sudden I was in contact with my brother all the time. I mean,
But
you know
see,
I,
then you turn around and you ask how I think you're asking, how can this guy say such cruel things and do such cruel things? Am I correct?
well, I know he's cruel
Is
because
well,
that's all he's ever been
hold on.
treated as. Yeah.
Answer my question. All right.
Okay.
You're essentially asking the live chat,
Yeah.
how can this guy do such cruel things to his daughter,
Yep.
to his brother? Am I
Yep.
correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Narcissists do these things. Okay. They if they don't have control of you, you're 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 in a bad light, man. You're in a bad light. That's it. It's over for you. Okay? And with this, everything you're explaining what this guy does is all narcissistic behavior. Right? It's a mental illness. Right? And that is why I say I feel really sorry for the guy.
Mm.
I mean, it's when you have a mental illness, you cannot, you know, do the right thing. It's it's impossible. Right? And when you're on Lexapro and benzodiazepine, you should be seeing a therapist regularly. Okay. This is the mental illness talking. And I'm being very serious here. I'm not
No, I
making
believe
any
you.
jokes.
Yeah, I
I'm
believe
not
you.
making any jokes. I'm not putting Frank down. I'm just calling the ball as I see it. Now, there may be people in your live chat that don't agree with me.
And that's fine. We're not all gonna agree.
And that's okay. That's your right. I mean, Lost and Nomad doesn't agree with me. He's put up there used narcissist has as much weight as uh, a racist or a feminist. Uh,
And the
and
leftover issues.
leftover used it means almost nothing due to the snowflakes
Sorry, my nail fell.
crybabies. I really don't know where you're coming with off with that. Okay. I think you're conflating two issues to tell you the truth. And but the guy is a proven narcissist. Right? I mean, he can't have a relationship with anybody. I mean, look what he does. Look what he does uh, with his nurstitute. I mean, he belittles her online. He yells at her, screams at her. He wants that control. Yeah, you got to write a little clearer because you got a lot of misspelling there, and I need some proper grammar.
Well,
They're lost.
and if you don't, I mean, if it's nothing we can touch base on this segment, I'm curious. It didn't say didn't disagree, just how the word is used. Idiot logic to think otherwise. I don't know what that like. Like I'm trying to figure out. Narcissist is narcissist, and racist is racist, and feminist is feminist. They're all three different subjects.
Yeah.
They're all three different meanings. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why all of this was mentioned in the message. Because it means almost nothing due to the snowflakes and crybabies. Well, that's the problem. We are focusing too much on the crybabies and the snowflakes, but we're not all talking about the same thing. Like we're not all talking on attacking the subject matter. We all bounce around. To me, narcissists, racists, and feminists are all different.
They are.
They're all different. So to mention it in the same subject matter. Now, if we don't all attack it or we don't all mention it and bring awareness to it, then it's not just about Stank. It's about people like him. Now, again, that's why it confuses me. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I just didn't understand, and maybe we could talk about it at a different point. But yeah, it could be he's
See,
angry.
I can't compare Frank to anybody online right now. And the
Me
only
neither.
one
Yeah,
the only one I can compare him with,
it's me.
no, no, is with a guy that's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
I get what
Okay.
Lost is saying now. Thank you, Lost. I understand now. He says, I said how the word gets used, not that there is a disagreement. It is a
Oh,
strong
okay.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. You're lucky that I'm
Yeah.
half white, and I understand. And later on, Popeye will be like, "Hey, this is what happened," and thank you, Lost. I thank you, you motherfucker.
So, you know, there's only one other guy I could compare him with, and
Me.
he's dead.
Oh, I thought it was me.
He's buried in Clark Air Force Base. Right? The one and only JW. And I have video of those two clashing,
Mm.
and to see two narcissists go at it.
I heard that not from you, Popeye.
Yeah.
I heard about that confrontation, and I heard that they sounded in minute different ways, but they sounded identical. They sounded like they could have been brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right?
don't, that may make it sound better.
And that's why way back then I knew. Okay, I I watched JW do all that shit, and then I'm watching Frank do all the same shit. Uh, he even blew off his best buddy, the guy he made godfather to his children, and that was Eric Stang. Okay? Uh, and it's sad.
Dude,
And
yeah.
it's just sad. This is why, again, I say I feel bad for Frank.
You
I,
give him a lot more, and again, that's a good thing. I respect that. You give him a lot more. Uh,
I'm not giving him anything. See, so let me slow your roll there. Okay.
it's
No,
okay if you feel bad for him, Popeye.
I'm not giving him anything. I'm just explaining the facts
Hey,
here.
listen, there's
Okay.
nothing wrong.
Just like Dragnet, just the facts, ma'am. Okay, just
It,
the
it,
facts.
it's okay if you feel. I don't feel bad for that cuck. It's guys like that that give good fathers a fucking bad name to take credit on shit that you're fully responsible for. Now, of course, I'll take a jab at him and say, well, why are you bringing up your girl, your ex girl, knowing that she's happy? Your daughter's probably really, really happy. She's not watching shit you're doing. She's not messaging you. That kind of stuff, I'll fuck with them. But to sit here and say, I am the best father in the world, but I want to let you guys know, my daughter,
Let
she's.
me tell you a secret, Nico. The best father in the world doesn't come out and say he's the best father in the world.
Yep.
The best father in the world just does his job every fucking day.
And you know what? It is a non-forgiving. It's a non-forgiving position. And I love my kids regardless, and I will guide them even if they never took advice. And even Popeye tells me, I was like, yo, this is shit driving. He doesn't say it drives him crazy. Let me rephrase that. He says, yo, I'm just not having that day, bro. And I was like, hey, listen, it's okay, man. And I tell him, yo, these
But
fucking
see,
kids are driving me crazy.
here you go.
Right.
Even though he has some traits of a narcissist, I think he would be diagnosed borderline personality disorder. But like I stated, using the narcissist is a new feminist leftist verbal garbage. Okay, now I understand where you're coming from.
Hey,
Right?
before you go,
Yeah.
tell me, before you start, tell me what it means.
See, because he stopped using that text to speech. He actually wrote it out, put some punctuation in there.
Okay, no, it's okay.
I know where he's coming from. What he's saying is,
Breaking down
it's
to the
like
dumb guy.
you ever hear somebody say, "Oh, he's a racist. He's a racist." And
Yes.
you can't call everybody a racist because not everybody is a racist. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And the word loses its power. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think where Lost is going with this, a lot of people come out on YouTube and start throwing that word narcissist around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But what I'm trying to do is give you some receipts. I tell you what a narcissist does, and then I tell you what Frank does. and it pretty much lines up. Okay.
And it
And
doesn't.
yeah,
And it,
I,
yeah.
and Lost is correct. He could have borderline, you know, borderline
You know.
personality disorder. Okay. So the way I look at it, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
Mhm.
Uh, and I'm just giving it a swag here. Uh, and what a swag is a scientific wild ass guess.
Oh,
Okay.
you're nice. You're nice. Lost. I'm gonna give it from a person that has seen a therapist and a psychologist. I'm gonna tell you that you're both on both. You're good on both sides. He is a narcissist and a combination of personality disorder. I'll tell you why. Because he thinks he's many things at one time. That's the personality disorder. And narcissist, he thinks that everybody functions and everything he does is because everybody functions is the reason why he functions and everybody else functions is because of him. So I say you're right on both. Even if you're trying to, I'm not saying you are, but if you're trying to say that he's more of a person, no, he's both, and maybe many others. He is narcissistic and has personality disorder because he thinks he is, oh yeah, yeah, and then 1 minute he's like, oh yeah, yeah, and then he says this life could not revolve around me. YouTube needs me. No, that's narcissistic. That's not personality disorder. So you're right
Dude,
on both sides.
and when I hear him complain about this and that, I say to myself, this guy has a lot of psychological scars.
Oh, him,
Yeah.
100%.
Right? And that kind of shit will come back to haunt you later
Mm-hmm.
in life.
Yeah.
Okay. And you will act out. You will act
Mm,
out.
no, he's not borderline. He is narcissistic, man. He's not borderline, man. He is definitely narcissistic and borderline personality disorder. He's
Now,
all the above.
I've been listening to this dude for over 8 years.
Oh no, I ain't listened to that motherfucker that long.
Okay. And through the years, I was with RRR.
Yeah.
I listened to all his shit and seen all his nasty comments and all that other shit, and just ugly, ugly. And
Ah.
listening to him lately, what I'm hearing is he's forgetting a lot of things. Okay. And I'm wondering if dementia is kicking in. I could be wrong, but
No, but it sounds about right. I mean, that would be something that may run with all the drug abuse and shit with the with all the what is it, the Xanax and shit that he's in. I mean, it could, bro. It really could. I mean, we're not doctors or nothing, but I'm saying that is one of the things, one of many things uh, that really could result. Yeah, I mean, it's there, bro.
uh, I will say this to your listeners:
Yeah.
there are a lot of uh, therapists, licensed therapists on YouTube that explain narcissism. Right? So go to one of their channels and let them explain narcissism to you step by step. And if you're one that's always kind of listened to Frank, you could make up your own mind whether, you know, he fits the bill or not. But like I said, this is my opinion. It's not, I'm not telling you to take it to the fucking bank. Loss wants me to use the term he has traits. This is Loss, this is YouTube. This is, you know, the wild, wild west. Okay. I'm not going to get that technical with the live chat. All right. It's just, It takes too much to do to be that technical.
Oh, hey, thank you, Lost. No, I appreciate it, Lost. Like I said, I just came in here to trigger, and then I'll be done. With me and Popeye will be done soon. But I got you. Like I said, this is the thing, we all can agree with a lot of things and disagree. One thing that I will never agree on, and I don't, even if it's me, you can not that you guys would do that, and that's fine. Um, that me, there's nothing you can say negative or positive that I haven't already said. But when I hear a guy, especially on Replay's channel, which is good. You guys got to watch that Replay's channel. Let me actually look for the link. And you guys, if you haven't seen it, that's fine. But you guys have to understand that when you hear a guy just talk about himself and say, I am the best and the best and the best and the best of the rest, and he is not shown anything. That's the link, guys. You guys can go over there. Anybody that comes in, go over there and watch the Replay channel. That really, it doesn't trigger me. I sat back and like, are you fucking serious? This guy, and all you can hear him say, well, I did the best that I could, and now they got, and then my daughter wouldn't have been, and all I hear is daughter, daughter, daughter. I don't hear anything about him being, hey, listen, I respect my daughter. I would never mention her in this manner, da da da. That to me shows more volume than to sit there and trash your daughter online and act like you're you're the biggest honcho. No, that's not me. That's just not me. You tell him, Lost. His child support check.
Is he talking about me?
Who, me? I didn't say
Sweet,
nothing.
no, Sweet Pea.
Oh, I don't know.
Because Lost says, Popeye, you said narcissist like 24 fucking times. Dilute it. And then you tell him, Lost, his last child support.
See, Popeye is nice. When I read that thing that says, Popeye, you said narcissist like 24 times diluted. Well, you're 23 times. You should have left on the first one, you motherfucker. The hell you here on the 24th and bitch about it now? The fuck out of here. Yes, you, Popeye. The 397 check was needed. I don't know what any of that means. But
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, Lost, go fuck yourself.
You fucking 24 times diluted. I would have left at
typical liberal trying to get a point across here. And what is he arguing? He's arguing the process instead of
John rules.
what we're actually talking about.
Fuck that, Lost. You should have left at the second time, not bitch at the 24. Fuck out of here.
Come on, how contradictory can you get? I mean, you come up, well, Frank talk ain't my thing. Well, take a fucking hike, man.
I mean, I kind of understand what he's saying because he's like, what is it?
Oh, I understand what he's saying. He's being a dick. He wants to argue with me. He's arguing the process. He's just a little prick.
I think Lost doesn't like me. I think Lost doesn't like me anymore. I don't know.
Dude, I'm not here for a like contest. Okay.
Look at Stank's pronouns are dick and head. Steve, I agree. Next time is gonna be my next live show will be Stank's pronouns. That's what I'm gonna be. Stank's pronouns. Hey, guys, listen. Thank you all for coming in. Listen, we can all have fun. Trust me. We're not gonna agree. And you know what? I kind of see it from all sides. You know what I mean? Why do I do it? You know why I do it? Because I know.
Oh, quit being a fucking people pleaser, you ass kissing motherfucker.
Wait, who are we talking about?
You.
Oh, I'm looking at the fucking chat, bro. Fuck
After what you just said, quit being a people pleaser.
God, hey, John, that one got me by surprise. Yo, I looked down when you said that. I'm like, wait, did he see something I did? I'm not even joking. I just looked at Frank's pronoun, and when you said stop being, I looked down. I'm like, wait, did he see something that I didn't see? I swear to God. And then you're like, who are you talking about? And
I'm
'cause
talking
maybe
about you,
and
you
he's like, you
narcissistic
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Hey, fuck all you motherfuckers, man. We're having some fun time. And fuck Stank acting like he's the best. He is not a father. Trust me, he's not. And you know what, guys? You should be more concerned about all the times that Stank has blocked his video. And then all of a sudden, he has the caretaker's daughter on the video. And he's so concerned about everybody else's outtake or intake or any take on the fucking manner. It's called attention getting. He doesn't give a flying fuck what he puts on video until he gets attention from every one of you. So when he puts something on there and says, oh, you know what? You should be more concerned of a man that says, it's not like I was having this fucking 14-year-old sucking my penis. It's like I was fucking the 14-year-old. It's like I was having him stroke my scrotum. That makes it so much better, guys. You guys got to listen to shit in between. Mr. Stank says he's not a pedo. He is beyond that. All right. Trust me, he's beyond that. Because I wouldn't be caught dead, besides what I'm telling you now, of what he says, to be caught dead ever saying, well, just because a boy looked at me doesn't mean that I was looking at his penis. No. Anybody that follows shit after what he says with justifying it by saying it's not like he was naked on my bed. It's not like the 14-year-old.
Okay, Nico. Let me say narcissist for the 25th time. Okay. And you know, a narcissist can never take an L.
Dude, never.
Never. They can't take a loss. Okay. He couldn't take a loss with the fake diploma. He couldn't take a loss with the pedophile act he committed with the 8-year-old boy live on YouTube.
Dude, did you hear when the last time you said that, what he said? It's not like he was doing. I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude? Why would you even say that in the same sentence? But continue.
And, he's taken a lot of fucking L's. But he won't take them. He'll just keep fighting and say, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys, they jump on it and say, you're winning there, Stang. This is not a win or lose. He's just sick in the fucking head. Plain and simple. You don't ever follow a question like somebody saying their opinion and say, well, it's not like you're naked on my bed. And dude, how do you go from that to that? I would be like, hey, you don't know what you're talking
about,
man.
That's what I affectionately call mental gymnastics.
Yep, I like that. Yeah, I like that. No, that's good. I like that. That's honest.
Yeah. See, I didn't come up here to insult Frank.
Oh, I did. Fuck him. I hope he dies.
No, hold on. You could do whatever you want. You're your own man. Okay. I'm not gonna be narcissistic for the 26th time and tell you what to do. Okay. Yeah. So, you're your own guy, but hey, I'm not gonna insult him, okay? Because I'm done going down that path. It's fun once in a while. I know you're having a great time doing it.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
And I'm laughing my ass off. But if you really want to be hated by this guy, do what I just did.
Well, in order to get hated by Stank, it's just go live. Just go live and say and talk about a subject matter that either you're talking about, which may result in his talking about. But me, you guys, you're good. I mean, like I said, you're a good person, bro. You always tell me, it's like, hey, bro. It's not even. And you know what? 99% of the time, you're right. But this one, hey, Stank, stop. I know you're watching and you're listening, Stank. Stop acting like you're God's gift because you're not. Number one, you lost your wife because you got somebody better, and everything after you have lost, you haven't gained nothing. Nothing, dude. Everything that is yours belongs to somebody else. Remember that.
Now,
So,
for the 27th time,
time.
I will say the narcissist, I will bait him tonight.
Oh,
I
always.
think he scaled down his channel,
Yeah.
got off, hit his channel for 24 hours, then brought it back up. You can only see the post. And to say narcissist for the 28th time, I think the narcissist
For the 29th.
was couldn't let go, number one. Right? And number two, he just I feel bad for the narcissist. For
For the
the
30th time.
29th
No,
time.
no, because you said
Oh,
30. You said,
30th.
no.
Okay,
Yeah,
30th time.
30th. And me, I'm gonna tell you, Sweet Pea, there wouldn't be a fence big enough to hold me from fucking jumping. I'm right in the fucking middle. There wouldn't be a fence to hold me. And Popeye, you know what the fun part is, and we have spoken about this, is how easy it is for me to have, like me and you, to have this much fun. And the amount of videos you will see after,
But
and the
I tell you honestly, I think he scaled his shit down
no, there's
because
something going on.
something's going on.
Yeah, he always
Okay.
scales it back, guys. He's gonna tell you no, but there's no reason for anybody to scale their channel back unless he got news or he knows somebody is doing something to his channel, gonna do something to his channel, or he heard from his 9 Jewish lawyers that you gotta cut back and stop this ignorance, Frank, because it's not gonna help you in the long run. I love the one that I love the most, Popeye, is when he says Shah knows and learned her lesson. Trust
Oh
me.
no, hold on. Hold
Oh,
no.
please go ahead.
He see, this is where the dementia comes in. He meant his daughter's name is Shauna.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. And I listened to that 12-minute rant. He was not talking about Shah. He was talking about Shauna, but he said Shaw instead because they're so close together. And when you start developing, dementia,
You
this is
tend to
what
forget.
this is what happens. You mix up names. Shaw, Shauna, almost sounds the same, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard for him to differentiate because he hates both of them. Okay.
No, I agree. I no, that's pretty good. Hey, listen, that is for. I would never have thought of that. That's why you have the PhD, and I am still a high school graduate.
Dude,
I
you,
don't know.
dude,
What did I do
see,
wrong in my life, Popeye?
it's not like that at all. Okay. What
Hmm.
it's really like is your Army. I'm Navy. Okay. I don't know what they taught in Army boot camp. Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to put it down, but I do know what they taught in Navy boot camp.
Hmm.
And what they taught me, which I've taken my whole life through with me, is pay attention to detail.
Yeah, no, no. They taught us that half of you seamen are full of shit. I mean, that's not personal or anything, but I'm just saying.
And I know I had to hurt your feelings a little bit with that one, but I will help you out. There is
Oh,
only
I
there.
couldn't mute it, so I can't tell you how much it really offended me.
Yeah, I will help you out though. Out of all the military branches, there's only two real branches. And those two real branches is the United States Navy and the United States Army.
You got
The
Juarez.
goddamn Air Force is a corporation, and the goddamn Marine Corps is nothing but a cult.
Oh, they're a cult.
Okay.
Juarez, thank you for coming. It's been a while, dude. Stank needs grass intervention. Hey, listen, I've tried. I have tried, Juarez,
I
but the
walk
only thing that
through the
seems to
grass.
grow
I
and
walk
nurture.
through the grass.
Hey,
I
dude,
walk
where
through the
did I
grass.
hear that? Where did I hear that? I walk through the grass. Where it's I know
I'm
it's a
just
movie,
I'm just an old man enjoying my lawn. I walk
and I
through the
belong to
grass.
the cult. Good
I walk
job, Jason
through the
Tail.
grass.
I like cults. Hey, you know what I like? You know what I like, Jason Tail, that I know you're not a cult of? I like the cult of people coming together, that cult of bringing people together. And then Stank belongs to the cult of the white hooded cults. That's the problem. I heard this. I'm not sure if it's true. I heard that when Stank was growing up, his dad, before he met his mom, used to put a white veil over his head and says, wear that before you go to bed. It will help you fall asleep. And then when he used to wake up, it looked like a cone. I'm not sure if that is true, but that's what I heard. I'm just throwing it out there so you guys can know. That's all. It seems to work for Stank, that stupid motherfucker. Always
You want
trying
to
to
hear
say,
another Marine joke?
yeah. Uh-oh.
Do you know
Hey,
why the United States Marine Corps has the best looking uniforms out of all the services?
I would like to know.
Because we in the United States Navy love to dress our bitches up.
Oh, that that was good. Hey, you want to know something that we learned in the Army? Why do Marines always carry a map?
Say what?
Why do Marines always carry a map?
So their first lieutenant can get lost?
So they can avoid the Army. Hey,
But
why did
don't get me wrong now. What I'm displaying here today is what we call in the armed services
yeah,
a esprit de corps.
yeah. We
Okay?
just have your fucking humor, man.
And you know what? I've had the honor of working with Marines when I was in Fallbrook, California,
Yeah, and
and
my last station was Marines.
I was the range master for the security forces in Fallbrook, and I had a staff sergeant who worked hand in hand with me, who was my liaison for the Marine Corps security forces that came on the range also, right? And I tell you, he was a good motherfucker. He was just salty earth guy.
Well, I got another one. I can't help but do these. So, why did the Marine put his head in the freezer? It's stupid, but these are the things I heard of that. Actually, that one's kind of corny, but I will tell you the reason he put his bed in the freezer. He wanted to sleep near cool under fire.
Dude, I love this one. Juarez says military weapons are no match against Stank's toenails
Oh,
on a chalkboard.
I saw that shit, bro. That's no way, bro. That's crazy.
Huh?
Oh no. That's that dude. You know what? This is what I'm talking about. It is so good to have somebody come in and enjoy themselves. That's what I'm talking about. Even if we talk about a certain subject or
No,
a
sweet
subject.
pea, you're wrong, motherfucker.
Oh
If you
man.
want to go get a fucking what you call a blue falcon,
Oh shit.
my brother, you need to
Oh.
go directly to the nearest Air Force base. Okay? I mean, some of the greatest Blue Falcons come out of there. Angry, dude. I will honestly tell you, Sweet Pea, none of you mofos have ever seen me angry.
Hangry.
I've been hangry a few times, yeah. I mean, I mean, I don't eat chicken palm every day either.
Yeah, the
Uh,
healthy chicken farm, right?
uh, uh, yes, the Air Force Base they do have the nest. Okay.
Hey, check the. Hey, have you ever heard a joke? It's in the back of my mind. In the army, you have to pay if you lose your rifle, right?
Really?
That's why in the Navy the captain goes down with his ship. I don't know how. I've heard so. Hey, they used to be cadences. I don't know if you said it in the Navy. That was say there's it's called a little bird sitting on my. It's there's something. You know what? Next time we're gonna have a really good time because we're gonna go totally Navy and Army.
Oh,
And
dude, I kind of hate talking about the military because there's a guy out there that says, "Forget your military days; they're over. Nobody wants to hear about that."
well, he's probably the only one. He's because
Oh.
he couldn't either serve or he couldn't serve a purpose. The only purpose is on YouTube. That's his
He
purpose.
gets really pissed when I call him a draft dodger.
Well, hey, listen, if the shoe fits, if the
Oh,
shoe fits,
he gets so fucking pissed when I call him a draft dodger, man. I mean, dude, dude, we when I was on the Ogden, man, we used to go off Catalina Island for what we call NGFS.
Mhm.
When I was gunmount captain, man, we go off Catalina Island, man, and we do NGFS. Fucking the tower on the island would give us the targets. Target would be radioed to me. I'd have my LSO lock on. Okay. I'd pull the trigger, round would go into the chamber, and I'd yell fire, and the LSO would pull his trigger and the gun would fire. Okay. And I would laugh like fucking hell because my LSO always said, man, that was a soft target. And
Yeah,
what that terminology means is when you say it was a soft target, that's Frank. Frank is a soft target. Anybody can hit that motherfucker. I could I, I could get
dude,
Frank
the wind.
blindfolded. I could get Frank blindfolded at 3,000 paces.
Oh my god, dude, you can hit it. You can hit him without even trying.
Oh yeah, and last I heard, there's foxholes in the ocean. uh, uh, you see the new regs? You must pay for your BDU, and they won't reimburse.
Oh,
Uh,
they will. Well,
you know what? I've been out so long, Sweet Pea, that as we used to say back in the day, I have zero fucks to give.
Well, I'm going to tell you the last that I've heard, and not to change the subject real quick, is Bama's doing good, and Bama ain't giving Stank anything he wants. So Stank, keep gloating on what you think you're going to get.
Who's Bama?
Oh, that is that guy, right? The one that
I
was having a really good time in the Philippines that Stank
I didn't
thought.
know there was a Bama in Philippines. Who you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. Bama, the man
I
over.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm. He will never be forgotten by the people that use and abuse. Trust me, he's out there and he's living the dream, and Stang thinks he's going to get money off of a guy that's royalty right now because he's like fighting that fight, baby. But yeah. Hey, oh, hold on. I want to be the first one to say, happy birthday, Bama. May God bless you and bring you home safely. You've done what you needed to do. And if you got to fight that fight against Stank, you fight it. But happy birthday, man. May you be blessed
hey, check
many
this
more
out.
days.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Bama. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
You jailbird motherfucker.
Hey, happy birthday there, Bama. Woo! Dude, at first I'm like, hey, is fucking Popeye choking out over there? I swear to God. Because you said, I was like, oh shit, he's fucking gagging.
See, now my boy Chasing Tail knows what I'm talking about because I know that motherfucker was Fleet Marine Force, probably in the 13th Mew on the West Coast. Probably. I could be wrong. Okay. When he says, I don't miss the lip, the LST. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you get heavy seas, you're in an LST. Holy fucking crap on a cracker, dude. You're going to be fucking walking on the bulkheads. And a bulkhead is a wall, Nico, in case you didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let me tell you, just before you continue, a lot of the train, like, not the trainers, the drill sergeants that we had were either prior Air Force, prior Marines, prior Navy. There's a lot of things that you'd be surprised that I know, but thank you for letting me know, though.
Dude, I tell you, we had some army in Philippines when we're back in the 90s when Mount Pinatubo hit. We had to evacuate a lot of people. And the first ones to go were the families and then the Air Force because the Air Force was fucking useless. They had nothing left to do because Clark Air Force Base was flattened. And we got rid of the Army pogues that we had on the base there too. And dude, when I was taking these guys down to the pier to get on ship, this Army pogue was talking to me, man. He was like, oh, dude, I ain't never been on a ship before. I said, oh, buddy, you're in for a real fucking treat. And these motherfuckers, these ships that pulled in to take everybody off, we had aircraft carriers, we had the Kitty Hawk pull in, right? And I said, dude, you're getting on an aircraft carrier. I said, that thing does not rock and roll. That thing's a floating fucking city. Okay. They got really wide passageways. You could drive a fucking car down. Okay. Quit being a pussy.
Be
Oh,
careful of the
dude,
phone everywhere. Hey, Mike Dowdy, how you doing? Popeye, so what do you think? What do you think about I don't know if we have time, but yeah, we can always have time. We can make it. What do you think about all this stuff going on and with all this deployment shit with the Marines and the National Guard, man?
Great. I hope they unfuck LA. I mean, tell you the truth, I don't even think Jesus Christ himself could climb down off the cross and unfuck LA. Just to be honest with you.
I was about to ask you, do you think we have to bring all the elites? And you think the National Guard could have taken care of that? You just went to
Dude,
you went to town.
I hope the Marines put some caps in their asses, especially them blue-haired motherfuckers. Okay.
You know, I got to agree with Dibby. They lost my respect and empathy completely, waving the American flag and destroying California. I can only tell you. I heard somebody say that today in one of my videos, uh, and I'm gonna say, Dibby, you don't, because he's not in here, Papa. I'm just saying that somebody has said. Uh, I'm gonna tell you that I agree, and everybody has a different way of doing things. It's not because I wouldn't do it that way. If you're trying to make a point, you're not trying to destroy where you live. You know, me and Papa were talking about there's a difference between protesting and rioting. And people think that rioting, and me and Papa, I did have this discussion. Some people think that rioting makes more of an impact because people don't listen to the protesting. And I agree with Papa.
And you know what the saddest part about
Yeah.
violence is? The people who come in and commit the violence
Mhm.
don't even live there.
They're all coming in just to antagonize, bro.
Dude, they have
A lot
already
of them, not all, but a lot of them.
they have already arrested 50 people, right? And three-quarters of those 50 people, guess who they are actually? They're illegal immigrants. They're
Now,
illegal aliens.
let me ask you this question. Do you think it's right? Well, let me not ask right. Do you think it's okay to say we're going to get rid of all these people that are illegals, but then you're going to the courts when they're trying to be legal and say you need to get the fuck out, but they're
No,
going through the
see, this
process.
is see, you're talking about process now. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's start at the beginning. You crossed the border illegally.
Yeah.
You broke the fucking law.
Yeah.
There is no more process. The only process is you
That's
go before a judge and he says, here's your final order of deportation.
well, that's what he says. But what if that's
And
not what he says?
dude, all the people that are leaving have final orders of
No,
deportation.
that's not true. I really have to say
I
that's not
do
true.
not stop. I
Yeah.
do, and and you come in illegally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even give you that.
Yeah, that's not true. What
I'm
you're saying
just
is not true.
voicing my opinion.
I know, but you're
All
misinformed,
right,
dude, on that
and
part.
I'm not gonna see. Just like with Lost, I'm
Yeah, but
not gonna. I'm
it's
not
not
gonna.
true. No,
I'm,
it's not arguing. You're saying something
I'm
that's
not
not
gonna
true.
debate.
No, it's not debate. You're saying something that's not true. It's not debate. You're wrong on this one.
Well,
You
bring your
know for a
receipt.
fact. You
Bring
know
your
for a
receipt.
fact that many people are in court right now trying, and they have been going for months
Oh,
trying
you know
to.
where you're a bit confused on this?
No, that's not confused. They're in
Let
the
me. Can I
process of getting.
explain myself?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, many people are in court. And you know
Mhm.
why they're in court?
Because they're
Because
following the process.
can I finish?
Yeah, but don't sugarcoat it away like words. They're
Oh God. I
no,
mean,
no. Go
come on, I'm
ahead.
gonna lose my train of thought
All
here.
right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Many people are in court because the administration set up the CBB
No.
app
Nope.
and they made their own fucking rules. Okay. And they put policies in that do not connect with what the law is saying. Okay. If you come in illegally, look at the law, you have to go. All right. And dude, these are not US citizens. Okay. And you know what pisses me off the most?
Mm.
It's like, well, do me a favor. Go to any other country and cross their border and ask for free health care, ask for fucking food stamps, and you're there illegally and see what happens to you. You don't get no process.
Yeah, but
Get fucking booted.
yeah, but we're
Okay?
not talking about that. That's something that's not us. That's not us. That's why we are.
I'm trying
who
to
we are.
drive a point here.
Yeah, but the
Okay?
thing is, you're using another
And
country.
I'm
that
tired of people when it comes to illegal aliens, people committing a felony, crossing the border without fucking permission.
All right. So
I have to spend my fucking tax dollars
Uh-huh.
on some fucking goddamn judge
Yeah.
to say you got to get out of here. No,
But see,
your ass should be put on a bus
uh-huh.
and back to Mexico or put it on
But
a
see,
plane.
what you're doing is you're
whatever.
only generalizing what you know, and you're not talking about the due process of the people that have come in legally, and given dates, and then they're like, "Fuck you, get out." That you don't talk about, do you? You white people do this all the time. You Republicans do this all the time. You say
Dude,
these
you're just
illegals. Okay,
starting a
first,
fucking
listen,
argument.
First, you all said, President Trump said, we're gonna get rid of the worst of the worst.
And
then
they
you
have.
got
That's what they've
but
been
no,
doing.
no, that's what you've been told. There has not been documentation because you are that guy.
You're
Popeye is
not
that
showing
guy
me
that I
any
want to see
documentation. You're
No,
not telling me
you
where.
want to see documentation, right? Aren't you the one that says I want to see it? Okay, then when
Hey,
you
bring
see
your
it,
receipts. You're the one
No,
that's
no.
saying I'm wrong. Bring the
okay,
receipts.
no,
to prove
it's
I'm
right
wrong.
in front of you. You guys just don't see it. Now, if I tell you,
How
that
do I see it? Where do
no,
I
but
see
see, that's the
this?
thing.
Show me
Now
where
you're
to
gonna
go
tell
see
me.
this.
See, now you're gonna tell me. Now you should say, you know what, Nico? At a prior date, we should do a show and show me receipts. And then when I show it to you, you know what I say? You know what you're gonna say? You're gonna say, well, it was the time that Joe Biden and his
No, you
fake
brought all
pen.
this shit up.
No. See,
Show
that's
me
the thing.
receipts
I
right
brought it
now.
up, but a person that actually wants to see the truth doesn't say, show me the proof. No, they would say, you know what, Nico, that is a good point. I would like to see you bring a show and let's get on a show.
Give me one
Because when I
example.
show it to you, you're going to say, no, that's not true. Dude, do you think
Dude, you brought this shit up. Show it to me right
and I just
now.
told you, let's do a show. And when I bring it to you, don't be that guy that
Yeah,
says
but I
Joe
don't-
Biden. You know what you're gonna say?
Dude.
Because a lot of you are like that. You'll
I
say
didn't even bring up Biden. You're the
no,
one
but because
bringing
that's
him
what
up.
you all no, you didn't, but that's what you all do. You'll see the proof right there in front of you and say, no, that's Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Obama shit. That has nothing to do with Biden.
And I
You
can
don't see-
emphatically tell you it wasn't Joe Biden.
No.
because
You
Joe
people
Biden was mentally checked
See,
out.
that's what I'm saying. Is like you will not all see the truth, man. How do you? All right, now let me tell you this. How do you justify a person that's been paying taxes for 5 years, has been going, and I'm going to show it. Trust me, I'm going to do a show, and I'm going to do so much fucking homework that it's going to make you choke, and you're going to leave fucking YouTube
You're
for a year.
full of shit.
And then how do you justify a person that's been working for 5 years, has been trying to get legalized, and he's been going to his court dates, and all
Who
of
are you
a sudden,
talking about?
well, I'm going to show you. That's what I'm saying. I'm bringing it up now, and
Give
I'm
me
going to
the
show you.
name. Give me a name.
Well, listen. Don't listen. This is what you Republicans do. Show me right now. I brought it up to you, and I said I will bring it up to you on a later show.
Dude,
And then you will see the proof, and you'll say, well, technically, you got to understand, Nico, he still came over illegally. That's what you guys do. You guys don't care the process that it takes to get here. And when they follow the process, you still say
illegals out of my country.
No.
And
Let
I'm
me tell you
tired
something.
of them
This country,
sucking on my
this
tip.
country has been built on nothing but half breeds. And if
See,
we were
that's what you don't
and
understand.
if you want,
let me have a word.
Go ahead.
Don't talk over me, asshole.
Mm.
That's what you don't understand. This country was built on immigrants,
No, this
not
country.
illegals,
No, this
asshole.
country was stolen. You don't even belong
Oh,
here.
now you sound like my
No,
fifth
no.
grade
The
teacher.
original occupants
Oh,
of this
you're just
country
fucking
were
with me
Indians.
hard.
Did
You're
you
a
all
fucking
pay for that
idiot.
shit, or did you? You know what is it? You white people say? You white people say if you're not
And
strong enough,
now you're
if you're
fucking
not
race.
strong
Now
enough to
you're
keep it,
race.
no, no, no,
Now
no, no.
you're race
Because
baiting me.
most of what you white people did was take something and say if you're not strong enough to keep it, you shouldn't own it. What did the Indian? What did you promise the Indian? If I were to go back in history, you all promised Indians a certain thing. And
I
you know what
wasn't
happened?
there, so I couldn't tell you what I
Well, no,
promised
the
you.
history says that you
I
don't
didn't
see it.
I didn't promise the fucking Indians anything, man.
Well, you didn't.
All right.
But what they were promised, not what is what they were given. And you know what they said, Popeye? They said you weren't strong enough to keep it, so it doesn't matter. Isn't that beautiful? So you're gonna say that was okay? No, but you weren't there, so it doesn't matter, right?
You weren't there either.
Well, no, but I do know they were promised in contracts and they were not given.
Let me give you an old metaphor.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Right? Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back, Nico.
But we didn't have toothpaste. That's when they stole the fucking country. You motherfucker.
You stupid brown ass piece of shit.
This is hey guys, we're just gonna go to trick. You know, listen. I read something about 1868. All right, they were promised a bunch of shit. We're gonna make a show. We're gonna go at each other like fucking flies on shit, and they killed all the Indians because dead bodies speak no tales. And then you know what what they said at the end? I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what?
That's
I'm
not what
gonna
we
do you
promised.
just as dirty. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a live stream, and it's gonna be called All the Promises That Nico made to 7 different Filipinas. And they're all going to be on the show talking about the promises. And I'm
Oh
going
no,
to
no,
haul your ass up.
you're
I'm
right.
going to
You're
haul
right.
your ass up and make
No,
you
no,
keep
no,
every
no.
fucking promise.
I'm sorry, Papa. I'm sorry. I
You
hey,
want
guys,
to play, motherfucker? Let's play.
guys, I want to say that Popeye's right, and I am 100% wrong. And
You want to play, motherfucker? Let's
I was out of line, and I will never do that again. You know, so hey, Popeye, listen, I was out of line, and you are. Hey, wait till later when they're like, "Did you hear that? Yeah, there's fucking Nico and 7 fucking Filipinas."
Do you hear that fucking white ass motherfucker and that brown ass motherfucker going at each other?
You guys don't even know the shit that we go through every fucking day, man. Oh, but hey, dude, Popeye, this is the longest you've been on. Dude, an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh,
Holy
dude,
shit.
I got to get the fuck off here, man.
I just looked right now. I was like, wait. Hey, listen, so guys, thank you. Let me see, Steve, Chasing Tail, CP, Maldita, go fuck yourself. Mike Dowdy. Let me see anybody else. Hey, guys, if I forgot you, I am so sorry, but I will tell you that I lost the Nomad. Steve, I can't forget Steve. Steve's on the point. John S. Can't forget John S. And then of course Chasing Tail. And then last but not least, Popeye. Popeye, thank you for coming in. And I'll leave you the last words.
And I just want to say before I go here for the 31st time, sorry I brought up Narcissist there, Lost in Nomad. But it's like this, brother. It's like mind over matter. I don't mind because you don't.
You don't matter. That's so good.
It's as simple as that, motherfucker.
That was so good.
And stop using the fucking speech to text. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
all right, because you don't know how to enunciate. Okay. And it just comes out all garbled and fucked up.
Yeah,
I had no comprehension of what you're saying.
none.
Get your
Brother.
fat little sausage fingers on the keyboard, dude. Okay?
Hey, and Stank, I know you're listening. Nothing you're gonna say after this show is gonna make a fucking difference. You were a poor shit father. You were a poor shit person, and just suck it up and admit it. And not to us, admit it to yourself. What we think we have fun with because it'll trigger you. What you feel has been eating at you for a long time. Because let me tell you, when you know that Popeye's having a great life with his kids and
Sweet
me,
pea, I will send you a fucking birthday cake.
and
No
me,
fucking problem. And
we're
chasing tail, I got one thing to say to you. Semper Fi.
Hey, you see that?
Hoorah.
You see that there, Stank? That's called camaraderie amongst children and people. You don't know that, so we'll leave it at that. Have a good day there, buddy.
Yep. And don't have a taffy pull with yourself, people.
Ooh.